Welcome to WW3 News. European Union, Orwell 1984. A dystopian society is becoming. They have spent millions and millions of euros of taxpayers' money creating this type of infrastructure, bureaucratic and corrupt as well. They have invested a lot into artificial intelligence technology to control every single European on the social media, whether it's on the phone or send an email, a video call, or even a simple phone call. It's controlled and it's registered, and they're gathering a hell of a lot of information regarding about us European citizens. Repeat, these are non-elected bureaucrats which no one has voted. They're not politicians. They're just bureaucrats which beginning to be big for their boots because they're gathering power, accumulating power. And this RE thing which controls everything, gathering information, one day will be used against us. That's for sure. They'll already start going around misinformation of far-right organisations, those who oppose European Union. Even I oppose European Union because it's a corrupt institute. It's only a dystopian communist institution which is coming out. It's got nothing to do with the European people's interest, democracy. And the fact is, the von der Leyen, in that Pfizergate scandal, strangely enough, she didn't want to hand over the traffic of SMS communications which she had with these pharmaceutical companies a few years ago. And now Europe has even created an institute, despite this AI Big Brother spying on every single European citizen who's got an electronic communication device. It's for misinformation. They want to put their narrative around. Those who oppose, like us, let's face it, it doesn't work, it's corrupt, and there you are. They consider us right-wing opponents, and all the information they gathered, one day they'll be going out for us. Witch hunting dissidents, arresting people in the name of European safety. And another thing is, these bots, these avatars, artificial intelligence, which are created, which is a person which impersonates a person, could be a man or woman which you see, which spouts this type of propaganda, which, an example of this type of technology we have seen, shown a false, fake news news item, which the BBC demonstrated a year or two ago. And the fact, digital euro, what this means, the money which you got in your bank for the digital euro will be all destroyed, will be all resetted. We'll start from small banks, medium-sized banks, and the big banks. It will be just one centralised server, which obviously artificial intelligence will operate this. So any purchase you do, they will know, because it'll go through them, the transition, no more through banks. And that's how they're going to stop the dissidents. You say something against the narrative of Europe, they'll block your bank account, limit your purchase, or limit your freedoms. because they all know through your bank and through your telecommunications device, they'll be following you. And that's what they call a grey reset. Mass surveillance, 24/7, carbon footprint, all the 9 yards that this dystopian, ecological, liberal, socialist, Marxist society which they want to pose on us. The most bad thing is, like in Australia, probably in Europe, they'll introduce those under 16 a type of access facial recognition system. This is not for their safety, because this will be used in the future. Considering most European countries, they're talking about military service and conscription. All these psychopaths at Brussels are talking about a future war in Russia. And obviously the young and youth will be easily brainwashed into certain narratives. Only probably us, which those who remain will kick back. And I know what they stand for. It's a corrupt, centralised institution who wants total control on everything, on citizens. And this is more worse than George Orwell's Wet Dream, 1984. Orwell, 1984. Sorry about that. It's already here, dystopian society. They introduce laws, more controls, it's for your safety, and all that shit. It's the same script from the novel, like I said a few seconds ago, Orwell, 1984. This in technological ways. Not technology to help us, technology to control us. You can't keep everyone in a prison. Wow. Create 15-minute cities. Limit the use of how many things they consider harmful for you, which is not, like meat, which contains protein, and other things. Petrol and diesel vehicles, the ownership of private vehicles, the ownership of having a private house, eliminating gas, fireplaces which use wood, they are after. And like this, it probably make people go towards a city centre or one of these megalopoly cities. It's going to be like Blade Runner, but more of an Orwell 1984 taste of sauce for us. This is the future which is coming. If we're not aware or begin to open our eyes, those who are supposed to represent us, they don't represent us. They are there to obtain power and greed of power and greed of wealth as well, because most of these laws have been approved under the radar, done secretly. And what else is happening to us? It's only the beginning. And probably the motives say, they push certain narratives regarding we must save the planet. It's to limit your freedom. It's not to save you and the future of your next generations, because this generation and other generations, if this comes in full force, you'll be digital prisoners in your own home. It's got nothing to do with democracy or European rights. Seeing they are funneling money into Ukraine, propping up this proxy war, NATO against Russia. It's got nothing to do with Russia invading Ukraine because this and that. It's a long story. And what the mass media in the West says about this, it's all bullshit. And the level of corruption and amount of money funneled into this thing, it's absolutely incredible. That will be probably another video.